Okay, greetings and salutations. This is how to do just a very basic banner, but let's not worry about the stuff. So I just wanted to show you the finished product, what you could do. Just a very plain background with very simple text put on top of it, okay? And then what we'd want to do is we could resize this to make it what we want. Now, how we can also cheat and do what's called a free transform. Okay, so the aspect right here, we would switch it. But let's get to that in a little bit. So we're going to look at how we got here to finish up at the finished product, right? So let's do start new. So I'm going to start on a brand new finished blank document. I'm going to go full HD right here, which is already underlined, and I'm going to create. Now, you have a good bunch of tools. You should have 2 columns of tools. And look up here. If it says pixlr.com/e/, that means you're in Pixlr Editor, the new version. That's what we want to be in. We don't want to be in Pixlr X. If you're in Pixlr E, you should have these 2 columns of tools to work with. The first thing that we're going to work with on layer 1 is right here. This is a blank screen. We're going to use the fill tool. And what are we going to fill it with? We're going to choose a color that we want to use. And it can be any color you want. Just click down here, and this is your color tool. You're going to click here, and you're going to get a color picker. So you're going to be able to pick up any color you want to use. You choose. And it will cross the color spectrum. Now you can use a slide bar to change the primary colors, as you see here. And then you can choose the depth of color you want to go to. How light or dark do you want to be? Okay, just by doing that. Every color in the bottom corner of this will always go to black. Up here, I'm going to say green, and I'm going to click OK. Now, I'm going to use the fill tool, which is this one that looks like a bucket. And when I just place the mouse over it, when I do what's called a mouse over, it tells me that it's the fill tool. I'm going to click it, and I'm just going to click once on the screen. And it's going to fill the layer already on there. So we're good. You don't need to do anything else. Now, the next step. We're going to add a text box onto the layer. Okay, this is like making a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Really, really easy. Start off with a piece of bread. Now we're going to take jelly or peanut butter first and put that on there, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to take a piece of peanut butter. We're going to take some peanut butter and spread it on there. I'm going to use the text tool. That's right here, and I'm going to click once over here, and I'm going to add a layer. What am I going to add? It's going to be the text layer. Okay, and then this is where you can put your name in. So mine, and if you notice, the color of the text is the exact same as the background. We don't want that. How do I change it? Well, right here at the top, it says color. We're going to click and change it. So let's get something that might be a little bit contrasting, opposite of what the bright green is. So I'm going to use that. Now you notice my text is kind of small. It's not the greatest. Maybe I want to play around, make it a little bit different. So I'm going to click and highlight it. So I double click on it, put my mouse right on my text, and double click. And up here, right here it says font. I'm going to do this. Choose a different font. And you can use any one you want to use. Any one of these that are in here, you can use. It's not a problem. I kind of like this one, so I'm going to stay, maybe go to this one. No, I like this one a little bit better. Now you notice it got super small. So I'm going to enlarge it. So I'm going to make it even bigger. And I only want to make it one line. So if it starts jumping down to a second line, I don't want to do that. Okay? So I'm going to keep it there. Now, that's all I'm going to do. Do I need a background for it? No. Do I want to outline it? Yeah, that's kind of cool. Maybe a punch out where it does that? No. It's up to you guys how you want to do it. Okay? You can punch it out. You can make it thick, and it's up to you. Have some fun. Do you want to shadow it? And if you shadow it, look what happens. So now I'm going to say no. I'm going to leave it like this, but I am going to move this back up so it's more centered. Okay, so now you notice over here, I've got 2 layers together. We're going to use these 3 little dots. I'm going to click on the top one, and I'm going to do what's called merge down. Meaning I'm going to take the top piece of bread and I'm going to put it on top of it and smush it like you would a normal sandwich. Now I have one layer like you see over here with my name on top of my background. Boom, it's all done, taken care of. File, you're going to save your image. So File, Save. I'm going to click here. You want to give it a name, and I would just simply call it Banner. Call it a JPEG, and you're going to download it. Okay, and this is what we're going to upload into your website when you get done. Hopefully that helps.